Hey, how you doing? I just got done mounting this bumper here for YJ, about a 2000, anywhere from like 2008 to about 2019, onto a stock Suzuki bumper. Now, there's a few things I had to do. Okay, first I had to cut out the center of the bumper. I warn you not to get too carried away with this because you need to have some meat in which to drive a couple of bolts through. Okay, there's a bulkhead, there's another bulkhead. Now, I also went and I cut off the end of these bumpers. And inside is another bulkhead. Now, these orange pieces here, and I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Cal, over there at the Tough Trail channel. Him and I were talking one day about the possibility of making a bolt-on bumper. Okay, and he came up with these here, which were to mount right there on those horns. Well, I tried it out and I wasn't really happy with it. I was having some problems. So I did a little designing of my own, and I thought to myself, why couldn't I use a stock Suzuki bumper? Okay, you've got the stock mounting spots, right, which are right here, and using what he gave me, and this bumper now is part of this. Now, a couple things I want to share. I've Loctited everything, okay? I don't like loose bolts and nuts because they cause problems. Nothing like going down the freeway 75, 80 miles an hour and have your front bumper hit the ground. So, everything's down with Loctite. Everything's down tight. Now, this here, I cut this area out here so that I would have access to the bolt holes to put down a winch. Otherwise, if you don't cut this area out, you've got no access. Now, you can do this different ways. I just did it the quick and easy way, and I cut it out. Okay? I left the back bar in place to give this rigidity. I wanted this bumper to be as strong as possible. I had to cut the ends off of the bumper because otherwise it would have stuck out and it would have looked stupid. But this is as solid as you are going to get. Let's see here. Excuse the mess. I had an explosion here about a week ago and a massive fire, and it caused a mess out of my work area. Okay. KYX front bumper for Jeep Wrangler JL. This is the company. This is what the bumper looks like. Okay? These are the instructions on how to install the bumper. As you can see, they haven't been opened. But this here, like I said, is now bolted to this stock Suzuki front bumper. And I've checked it out. My grill will go right back on, which the other setup I had, I couldn't get the grill to go back on. And I had this on the car last night before I finished up my mounting. And I could rock the car back and forth, just holding on to the push beam. So, yeah, it's as solid can be. It's not going to move. It's not going to flex. It's not going to do anything. And I have the stock mounts. Now, as soon as I mount this back down, all of the bolts holding this to the car will also get Loctite. And as you can see, you've got a mount here. You've got another mount there. And the same on the opposite side. So, if you have a stock Suzuki front bumper, or you know where you can get a stock Suzuki front bumper, and you want to put on a nice off-road bumper, this company is relatively inexpensive. They're KYX. They're out of China. And I paid about $120 for mine, shipping and everything. I know I got it off of Amazon. They're out of stock now. But here's the thing. You can always use another brand of bumper for the same year of vehicles. Okay? So it's not like your SOL. It's just that it's going to cost you a little bit more money. But now think about this. If you buy the ARB brand, which is made in Australia, that bolts on the same way this is going to bolt on, you're looking at about $1,200 plus shipping. So I highly recommend investigating this. And once again, I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend Cal over there at Tough Trails, who supplied me these and kind of gave me the inspiration to try this out. So anyway, with that, I'm going to tell you goodbye, and I'm going to go put this bumper on my car. See you later.